Yesterday, Mentor went to Mark Daka's new car lot to buy a new car. He drove there in his old car, which he planned to use as a trade-in on the new one. "Good afternoon," said Daka, who smiled when he saw Mentor. "It looks like you need a new car." "I sure do," said Mentor. "Could you show me one that will last as long as my old car, but won't give me as much trouble?" Daka pointed to a very large car. "Here's one that shouldn't give you any trouble. This car will drive much better than yours and will last twice as long." "Yes, but my car could get 10 kilometers to the liter when it was new, and I think mine still doesn't use as much gas as that one does." "Well," said Daka, "this one probably isn't as economical as yours, but it can go much faster than yours can." Mentor thought for a moment. "I really don't want a car that goes too fast. I probably drive more dangerously than most people do." Then Daka pointed to a much smaller car. "That car isn't as expensive as this big one, and it's as practical as your old car ever was. It will certainly drive better than yours." Mentor walked over to the small car and looked inside. "Could you start the engine for me?" he asked. "Of course," said Daka. "There. Do you like the sound of this engine as much as yours?" he smiled. "There's no comparison. Mine sounds like a sick dog, and this one sounds like a happy cat. I like it." "But," interrupted Daka, "this one will drive more slowly than even yours, while the big one—" "Oh," said Mentor, "I like the price of this one better than the big one. Here, let me sit in the driver's seat." Daka sat next to Mentor and grinned. "But this car is too small for a man as big as you are. I really think you should get the big car." Mentor looked at Daka. "No, I think I prefer this one. How much will you give me for my old car in trade for this one?" "Well," said Daka, thinking, "your car probably isn't as valuable as you think it is. It's certainly worth more to you than it is to me. I'll give you 200 euros for it." Mentor turned off the engine of the little car and jumped out. "What?" he said. "Only 200 euros for my old friend, a friend I've known as long as I've lived in this city, a friend that I know as well as I know myself, a friend that has been a true friend in sickness and in health." Mentor went over to his old car, smiled at it, and got in. "No, thank you, Mr. Daka," said Mentor. "Goodbye." He started up the loud old engine. Daka got out of the little car and just stood there, scratching his head. He watched Mentor as he drove out of the lot and down the street as fast as he could go.